Camera Display Overlay Toolkit for Premiere Pro. Here is the folder you have just downloaded from Envato or from Elements, and in the mocked folder is all you need for Premiere Pro. There are 4 folders here: a 4K, an HD, a portrait and a square aspect ratio. The same overlays, but for your different needs. In our example, we'll use an HD. Drag one of these HD mocked files here in the Essential Graphics menu in the Browse panel, and then select it and drop it in your timeline. Selecting your mocked file, you have some options here, this time in the Edit panel. These options include the main color, except the recording and the battery. There is a different section dedicated for the battery, which includes 2 colors. The colors for the number and the colors for the battery. There is a slider for the battery level, the battery size, and of course you can move it in X and Y position. After editing the battery, there is a dedicated section for the recording, which also includes 2 colors, one for the dot and the other for the rec. You can scale it or move it, or use just the position for the dot. There is also a checkbox here where you can select whether this dot is blinking or not. The dot is blinking now. I'm checking this will not. After editing the recording, you have the volume section where you can move this volume control and scale it, but there is also a checkbox here for horizontal or vertical volume control. There is the timecode, which also includes a position and a size. You can select whether you need 30 frames per second, 25, or any of these settings here. Then there's the lines where you can adjust the width of the outer safe lines and the inner target. There is an action save drop-down menu including 10 different versions, 10 different outer safe action, and the same for the inside the center. Of course, you can adjust the width for this. There is also a checkbox for the golden ratio lines, checkbox for these side lines, as well as the position and the scale. You can also use a rotation for these lines too. As a checkbox for bottom numbers, these numbers here, which include the scale too. After editing all these lines, you have a custom text. This one, you can edit and place your text instead. Use the fonts, use the size, and of course the position. Finally, there are 4 drop-down menus for icons. These icons includes 32 different icons that can be used in your camera, like this one, the 4K or 4:3 or 16:9 icons. In case you don't need these icons, you can just go to the last option, select placeholder, and you have an empty placeholder. The placeholder can be used to add your own icon. There is a placeholder where you can place your video behind. I really hope you enjoy working with this camera overlay toolkit for Premiere Pro. Thanks for watching.